The TCI Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Tonight from Royal Oak Kimball High School, it's the Lake Orion Dragons taking on the Kimball Knights. Hello again, everyone. Dave Zorin along with Jack Roberts here at Kimball High School, where tonight, Jack, we have a pretty good matchup between these two teams. Last time they met, it was a 56-52 game in which Lake Orion came out on top.
Yeah, they're in the same division of teams. They know each other. It's a 4-point game. They seem to play close. I think it comes down to who can handle the pressure when we get to the 2-minute mark late in the game.
Okay, and that's what we talked to head coach Dave Collins of the Lake Orion Dragons, and that's what he said. Their key player is Ryan Smith.
Yeah, when you look at the Lake Orion Dragons, it all begins and ends with Ryan Smith, a 6'5" senior center. He averages over 12 points, over 12 rebounds. Smith can do it all. They've got to get him loose, get him involved, and like Coach Collins says, find a way for Ryan Smith to start getting up into the 15, 20-point range every game. Ryan Smith's a player. He'll have help tonight from Darren Tooley and Adam Eldridge. The Dragons are a tough team.
Okay, and on the other side, the Kimball Knights, they have a guy by the name of Joe Phillips who leads the way for them.
Yeah, when you look at Joe Phillips, he's a junior guard, you know. It's tough for Phillips. He gets a lot of assists, and he's third in the team in scoring. He kind of distributes the ball all around, and we heard Coach Collins tell us right up front, the key for his team tonight for Lake Orion is to take Phillips out of the game late.
Yeah,
make him distribute
the
ball, and Malley, and get the ball out of their hands if they can eliminate that. If Phillips can step up, I think Kimball might be able to sneak up, use the home court advantage. It's going to be a tight contest.
Okay, they had the home court advantage last time against Troy, and they took them down to 2 points. They lost 2 points to Troy in their last game. So the Kimball Knights are fired up. They're taking on a team that they almost beat last time, and we'll be right back with the tip-off right after these messages. Stay with us.
The TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book, and by Bell Tire.
I'm the king.
Of rock and roll?
No, coupons. I'm Mike Gothier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my Market Share Coupon Book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this, $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology.
Call the competition. They'll probably show up with this.
Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more.
The competition can't.
Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't.
They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us.
So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
And welcome back to the TCI Game of the Week. This week we're at Kimball High School, where the Knights host the Lake Orion Dragons here in this OAA Activities Association conference game. And let's take a look. 2-8 in the conference for Lake Orion, 4-12 overall. And for the Kimball Knights, 0-9 in the conference, 1-16 overall. That victory came over Bishop Gallagher, excuse me.
Very, very deceptive records, though. A lot of close games.
And there, Paul Galbensky, who used to coach 2 years at Bishop Foley before he came here, also 4 years at Eaton Rapids, and his first year here. On the other side, Dave Collins, the head coach for the Lake Orion Dragons, former Tiger and Cincinnati Red.
Yep, pro
California
baseball player.
Angel,
We
yes.
recognize him.
And adding that professional knowledge to his high school players here as the Kimball Knights come up with it. Mike Malley gives it up. And he's the guy, along with Phillips, that Dave Collins wanted to keep the ball out of their hands. They go inside and then back out. Both teams run a set-up offense. No running and gunning here.
Yeah, Malley makes things happen, number 10.
And again, as we said in the open, it was a 56-52 loss for Kimball at Lake Orion. So the Dragons have the edge with the first victory, but here comes the Kimball Knights with their first 2 points. Justin Weeks.
Yeah, Weeks made a nice drive down the baseline and finished it off with a curling hook.
From outside, can't go. Inside, working hard for the 2 is Ryan Smith, and that's the senior that the Kimball Knights have to contend with.
Good
the press
follow
put
by
on
Smith.
right away.
Right away. And they have Smith up in front in case of turnover. He's right there for an easy layup.
That was that pressure that hurt Kimball in the first game.
I
Dave
think
Collins said that he will continue to do so.
Teams that press early are good. It gets the players involved and active.
Try to force it inside. Joe Phillips goes after it in the corner. Phillips and Malley exchange passes now, and it'll be Malley to play set up here. They go outside to Villaroe.
It's not a slowdown. It's almost like you got to work to slow the tempo down from the up tempo that the press created.
Well, they tried to draw Smith way out, and they did, and now losing the ball on a foul. Let's see if it's a shooting foul, though. Let's take a look at our starters tonight. For Lake Orion, it's Lindemuth, the sophomore, Tooley, Smith, Tucson, and Eldridge. On the other side, Malley, Phillips, Ray, Villaroe, and Weeks.
And Weeks has already made 2 nice plays, made a nice offensive to keep that one alive, dish it off to the big fella Ray, and he's at the line.
Adam Ray misses his first free throw. The 6'6 senior. The Kimball Knights start 2 seniors and 3 juniors. On the other side, the Dragons start a sophomore, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors.
And both teams want to get in tune for the state tournament about 10 days away.
Ray hits on his second, and it's a 3-2 game.
And it's a whole new season when the tournament begins.
That's right. Anything can happen then. Up top, Eldridge for 3, won't go. Pushing it up quickly, and that's where the turnover comes as Malley tried to hit his man, was not expecting the pass. Our officials tonight, Tom Sullivan, Lonzie Curtis, and Mike Blom.
A lot of experience there. I know Mike Curtis has done a lot of big tournament games.
3 officials in this one, as the OAA
That's
has experimented with that.
Yeah, interesting experiment.
Inside, Ryan Smith has all 4 points for the Dragons.
Nice pass to Smith there. Good feed inside from 32, Eric Tucson.
Trying to take away the lane is number 32, Eric Tucson, and he gets called for a foul.
Yeah, Tucson's going to come over here, try to catch up to Phillips. He slides the body in. Definitely, he wasn't set. He was moving. That's on the defense. Good call.
Substitution coming in, Zach Remington. Remember his name from the football season.
Tough
for the
football
Dragons.
player.
Tucson with his second foul. Started quickly. Phillips couldn't hit. Ball taken there by Eldridge.
That's a set play. Phillips inbounds the ball, hesitates, steps into the lane, and give it back to him. He just didn't finish.
Dragons up by 1, 4-3 with 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Dave Zorn and Jack Roberts with you here at Kimball High School. Good matchup between these 2 teams. Evenly matched.
Good D. Kimball spreading the floor nicely.
Dragons waiting to get it inside again to Smith, and this is loose. Ball knocked up in the air, up for grabs by Eldridge. Good job by Eldridge just to keep it in play, and possession arrow goes toward the Lake Orion Dragons.
There was a nice block before that by Adam Ray, 54. You're going to see it here. Dump it inside, little loose ball action, picked up, and there's Ray, slaps it right off. The shot just couldn't go for Eldridge. You try to get it around Ray.
Well, they're working it inside to Ryan Smith, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Smith's a player. You know, think about these teams. So you see the records, you go, oh, there's not much here. But they play in one of the toughest conferences in the state. I mean, every night, or at least one night out of two every week, you're playing top 5 ranked teams in the whole state. It's a tough conference. Clarkston, Pontiac Central, Pontiac Northern, they're all ranked in the top 5.
Yep.
Never a night off.
With exceptional players. Adam Ray with the foul, his first, and Ryan Smith here misses his first free throw.
That's why a team like Kimball can kind of slide in. They don't want to get Ray in foul trouble at all.
Smith makes a second.
Kimball can slide into the state tournament. You see that record, and teams don't get up for you. They think maybe we'll take the night off, and they might sneak up on somebody.
Yeah, teams like this can start saying, hey, what do we got to lose? And just go for it out here.
Absolutely.
And upset a lot of teams.
That's right.
And a team like this that has some chemistry, really both teams, Lake Orion and Kimball.
I can't sit still. State tournament is right around the corner.
Yeah, best time of the year, March Madness coming up. Inside, the reverse wouldn't go for Villaro. And the Dragons come out again. They're up by 2, 5-3.
Good pass from Weeks to Villaro, but he couldn't finish. His body got turned around.
Darren Tooley now gives it up. And now inside to Smith. Back out for 3, and it wouldn't fall for Jason Kimball.
Second chances will kill the team. Lake Orion going to the glass on the offense.
Kendall gives it up to Tucson. Tucson for 3, won't go. Well, the Dragons have not been able to hit their 3-pointers. They've taken a lot of them so far. Phillips loses it. Here they come running.
No call, no
call. No call, and it'll be Kimball ball. Substitutions coming back in, Adam Eldridge.
A lot of contact for no whistle.
Yep. There's Eldridge coming back in. Also number 24, Desmond Jones for the Kimball Knights.
Yeah, they're going to take off on the break, make a nice dish inside, and that's Tucson. And I don't know, it's either a charge or a block. It's something. We had 2 people fly onto the floor, no call.
No call. Ball tipped away there by Smith. It goes off the Dragons, and Kimball will get to inbound again.
I can see a Dragon strategy right away, and that is if we pick up the ball loose in the court, take it to the basket quick.
And that's what Kimball does here. Casey Chambers off the bench for 2.
Good finish by Chambers right to the glass. Fundamentally beautiful.
All tied up at 5 apiece now, coming up on the 3-minute mark.
I love drives to the hoop.
Foul here, this one going against the Dragons, and it looks like it's number 24, Zach Remington.
Yeah, as you try to get the feel of the officials, they don't call the one under the basket, 2 bodies, and they call the one near half court, little slight contact. It's tough. It's early in the game. You got to work the kinks out and get to know the officials too.
Substitution coming in. There we see field goals, 2 of 9 for 22, 2 of 5 for Kimball for 40%.
Both coaches said, you know, that's the one area we need to improve on. We don't shoot well as a team.
There's Malley trying to create something, and he does as they foul away from the ball. The foul is on number 20 of the Dragons, who just came in, and that is the sophomore Derek Lindemann.
And Lindemann got caught with a clear-out elbow.
Lindemann's first. And it's the team 4th. 4 fouls on the Dragons, so that could hurt them here early in this first half.
They want to get Lindemann some varsity experience leading into the state tournament. He's up off the JV team.
Malley pulls up, has an open shot, wouldn't fall for him. Good boards there by Kimball, and it just wouldn't fall for number 42, Casey Chambers.
Thule with a nice rebound. We saw him perform on the football field.
Yep. Thule, the quarterback for Lake Orion. Now inside, and Smith tried to get it to Thule, and the Kimball Knights come up with it. Back out. Malley for three, won't go. Rebound taken strong there by Ryan Smith.
Nice rebound, good clear out.
1:45 left here in the first quarter. Lindemood back out. Darren Thule. He is fouled as he drives.
Ticky-tack, ticky-tack.
That's who it was. It looks like it was on 30.
They kick it back out right
Justin
here.
Weeks, right
and we're
here.
going to see just a little bit of contact from Weeks. I'm not sure.
Kind of came in with the body, actually. Just kind of forced him just a little bit. Cross-court pass, but it's behind Kendall, and he had to go after it. Dragons have to set up again. Lindemood over to Jason Kendall again. Kendall, cross-court pass to Thule. Inside, back out now, and Thule hits the three.
Wow. That's a little inside-outside, kicking into Smith. Back out, good steal.
Thule, the first player other than Smith to get on the board for the Dragons.
They jump right into that press. They like to trap after the first pass is made.
Look at this. And now Adam Eldridge hits a three, and it's a 11-5 game.
You got a sleeper on the press with Ray.
Kimball tried to come back with a three.
See, Weeks wanted the shot, but that's one you don't want to take. You had no one helping you on the glass.
The sophomore Lindemood tried to force that one, and a steal taken now by Kimball. Coast to coast. Malley tried to get it in, and the tip-in was no good for Ray, and a foul underneath.
Ray came over the top of a good box out. As we see Malley take it in, puts it up off the glass. Ray's going to come right up over the top of Jason Kendall with a nice block out that's fundamental. Go find the man before you go to the ball. He had him on his back, and he picks up the foul.
28.5 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And people say, oh, I'm only Ray in somewhat early foul trouble, too, already, but the thing is, people say, I'm small, I'm a lot smaller than him. If you want to make up for the height differential, learn how to box out. Use your body, keep him off the glass, and keep your man on your backside.
So you have the advantage coming off the glass.
It's all positioning.
Positioning. Dragons position themselves in the last shot, and they get it there. Woo. Eldridge with another three, and it's 14-5, just like that. Coming off three unanswered three-pointers for the Dragons to end the first quarter of play. With the score, Dragons 14, Kimball Knights 5. We'll be right back right after this.
If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
And back at Kimball High School, Dave Zorin and Jack Roberts. Let's take a look at the play, Jack.
And Remington comes up with the ball. He's trying to set up here, kicks it off to the left. That's Kendall. He's going to go all the way across court and find the shooter, and that's Eldridge. He'll set up and fire from deep and buries it. And is that 9 unanswered points?
9 unanswered points and all off three-pointers.
2 of them by that man. He can fire it.
And they have really come back. Let's take a look. 42% from three-point range. They were taking quite a few earlier. There's field goals, 42-20 now.
Big differential there. Only 2 field goals for Kimball, and hence 5 points. But the three-pointers definitely. It's 9 points and they have 3 3-pointers, 0 for Kimball. You got to make up something somewhere. If you're not getting the shots, get to the foul line.
Kimball now, and a short jumper as Adam Ray hits. And his first field goal, so that'll help.
Good shot by Ray. He's got to stay out of foul trouble in the second quarter here. Can't pick up his third before halftime.
There's the steal, the turnover by the Dragons, and Kimball now can cut that lead down to 5. Short jumper, they take it. 42, Casey Chambers with his second field goal.
Good shot by Chambers. Kind of a weak series there for Kendall. He made somewhat of a sloppy pass, and he got beat on the defensive end. He might have to take a breather.
Whistle underneath, away from the ball, and it's on Ryan Smith. So Ryan Smith called for that foul away from the ball, and that is his first foul.
Yeah, when they put 2 up on the board, I was saying I couldn't remember his first one, but then they corrected it.
Yeah, that was his first. Now Kimball to inbound. Pressure put on by the Dragons, and they'll do this all night. Kimball has found a way to break it, though. And then they're in the running game, but they got to convert. That one didn't go down there.
No, for Anderson, you end up in a hurry. Wow,
look at this. Well, Adam Eldridge has found his touch, his third three-pointer. Inside, Ray, and a foul. I don't know, that looked clean. Let's see what happened.
And a key play, that's the second one on Smith.
Now Kimball taking it down low and going right at
Malley with a nice dish. Goes down to Anderson, kicks it right under here, shovel pass. Ray goes up.
Oh, he did get him on the hand
on the hand, on the left hand. The ref sees it from behind over the back. You can't get caught reaching. Smith's going to have to come out. They don't want to get him in foul trouble.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls on their key player, Ryan Smith. But hey, Adam Eldridge has taken over in terms of key player right now with 3 3-pointers. He is hot.
Yeah, two in a minute. The one thing with fouls is you definitely want to space your fouls out. 2 in a minute, and you're coming out in a hurry. Take a chill pill, as they say.
Adam Ray, now 2 of 4 from the line. And cuts the lead to 7.
They have their own little press going.
Eldridge wants another 3-pointer, but they're all over him now. They're not going to give him another one. And it'll be Lindemood over to Thule. Well, Eldridge open again.
That's who they're looking for.
And another foul away from the ball. This one's going to be on Kimball, looks like. Yep, it's on Adam Ray, the center. Now, I believe that might be his third,
That's his third foul.
Third foul, so he's coming out. Probably to sit out the rest of this first half.
They'll send in Villaroo, try to fill the middle.
And the Dragons call a timeout with 6:11 left here in the first half. And now they'll have a chance to do some different things with Adam Ray out of there. And do you put Ryan Smith back in there, even though he got the 2 quick fouls? Because you can really take advantage of the situation right now.
Exactly. That's why Coach Dave Collins does the right thing right away. Bam with a TO. Let's talk about it, strategize. Now, if we don't have the 3 right away with Eldridge, who's on fire, go inside. Let's try to beat him 2-1 on the glass.
Coming up in April, we'll feature what has become a tradition here on TCI Sports, the Oakland County Slam Dunk and 3-point Shootout. We'll be there at Troy High as Oakland County's best players battle it out for each respective title. Don't miss out on our TCI Sports Game of the Week next month, right here on TCI 63.
You know, as a viewer, I watched that last year. That was out of control, the athletic ability.
Exciting.
This year
You got all the great players in Oakland County, and a lot of those guys end up going to college and even beyond.
Big time. You want to see tomorrow's stars, man. Tune in there. Yeah. And then they get to do it all, too, in a different kind of context. You see just how strong and athletic they really are. Yeah. I mean, we had guys going up over the box last year from Oak Park.
Guys like Chappelle and we got Rashad Phillips and all these guys doing so well in college now.
Well, you're going to see Royal, Jamal Gooding. You'll see Dane Fife,
Jamal Gooding,
Nucleus Smith. Guys. Look out. You know, the thing I like
Edwin Jones we have.
Yeah, there was a speech at the end of it. I don't know who did that speech about doing the right thing and being a responsible athlete. That was a phenomenal speech.
So a good time. Look forward to that coming up
You're right. I think you have 10 D1 recruits there and probably 20 to 25 Division II players right now. They're gonna slow it out.
Slowing it down.
Spread it out. I don't know what they're trying to do here.
No, with Adam Ray out of there, you should attack him without your center. They're looking for something to open up.
They might be looking for one-on-one drives.
There you go. And it works. Well, we questioned it, and we got our answer.
Eric Toussaint goes right to the basket. They try to go one-on-one, and he finds it.
Toussaint hits to make it 19-10, and a whistle underneath. Shot did not go. And this is a foul coming up. Looks like it's on Kimball, 30. Oh, no, it's on Green 20, which is Lindemood. Derek Lindemood.
Eric Toussaint crosses over to his left, loses Weeks, uses the left hand, finishes up on the glass. I think he might have got hacked for an and-one. They missed it. Beautiful drive. Nice crossover dribble. And if you can use both hands in high school, big, big, big advantage.
So Lindemood picks up the foul. Going in for the Dragons is Remington, and coming out is Darren Tooley.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of people today, some coaches, some ex-players, and they said, you know, I forgot about the high school game. I went back to a couple high school games. I can't believe it. This is from them, not me. The best $3 in sports. It's just nonstop excitement. And look out, here comes the state tournament. Get out to the gyms. It's awesome.
Yeah. That's why we've been doing the coverage here since 1984.
And the best. I tell you, look at we had slow motion replay. The cameras were right on it.
And the players love it. Dragons miss. Eldridge almost got his fourth three-pointer.
I thought he had another one he had all day to set up.
Look at this. A steal by Toussaint. The Dragons come right back.
I don't think the Knights can play fast-paced all night.
Lindemood almost got it to fall. We got a foul and a shooting one. He'll go to the line.
You see the sophomore come up from the JV, and I think it's his initial varsity appearance. Steele comes right in here. Nice play, good hands by Eric Toussaint. Kicks it over Lindemood all the way up, using both hands on the dribble. Only a sophomore, first varsity game. He's not shy. Watch this. Beats his man between the legs, uses the left, wrap around, and the hack on the arm.
Desmond Jones with the foul. And his first.
Are we going to get into the Desmond Jones story?
Desmond Jones, Beatles song reference, and Andy Glansman verified it for me.
No way, Andy was up on this?
In the song, Obla Di Obla Da, there is a Desmond Jones.
Unbelievable.
Mike Malley checks back in. And I thought you would have remembered that from our days at Wayne State at the radio station.
WAYN.
But I don't think that was on your format. They're hitting Lindemood. Missing the first and hitting the second.
What was our cell line? We had a marketing genius. What
Detroit's
was
Music Alternative. And you know how many stations have used that since?
Oh, nice play to take the charge.
Took the charge. Tooley steps in front of Malley.
Watch Tooley slide over, gets set, takes the charge. Way to lock his hands. That always helps. Now watch your hands, not your feet.
The key there is it gives Malley a foul without even, doing anything really to
takes away a two, possibly a three-point play also. When you lock your hands, the referee normally sees that as your set, even though your feet can still move. You'll see, I'm gonna give it away. Well, I won't get into it before the state tournament. Wouldn't be fair to the player because it's a great move.
Tooley trying to drive, dishes off, and Eldridge going in with his shot. Won't go. They're gonna shoot two. So Adam Eldridge will go to the line, the junior, with 3 3-pointers.
He's a shooter.
That is the reason, really, that the Dragons are up right now, 20-12.
You know, though,
and Villaro with his first personal. They've
got to extend this lead while you got Ray on the bench. They've got more depth. They can afford to have Smith out. Nice shot there. Good look at Coach Dave Collins. Played some basketball in his day.
Yeah. Point guard.
Was it Mesa Junior College, right?
Yeah.
Then he lit up the baseball diamond and 12-year career in the majors?
Yeah, he 14, was it?
He was a great hitter
Quite some time. Yeah. Good base stealer.
I know you love those teams.
Good base stealer with the Angels.
Yep.
Reds. Short shot there by Cantwell, and the Knights come up empty-handed. Here's a lane wide open. He was going to take the long shot and decided to drive, but it didn't go for him as Tucson missed the layup. 3:07 left here in the first half.
Well, Rolfingsmeyer comes in here after the drive as Tucson goes down, puts it up in traffic, comes up. Rolfingsmeyer sneaks in on the baseline, and then kind of, I thought he got a hack. The ref let it go. Bill Cantwell just in. Nice defensive play, settles down. Kimball's going to the foul line. It's Cantwell. He's a big boy.
Eric Tucson comes out, and Jason Kendall goes in for him. Also in there, Rolfingsmeyer, as Jack mentioned.
They're listing Cantwell at 255 today, 6'4".
A lot of football players out here.
He's a house.
Both sides, really. We've mentioned these names, Rolfingsmeyer and Tooley and Cantwell on the football field. Nothing there for Cantwell. For two. Good. Rolfingsmeyer.
Nice dish from Remington to find him. Kicks it out with a bounce pass. Rolfingsmeyer finishes. Nice shot.
And a timeout called. Let's take a look.
We see the drive coming down from Remington. Bounce pass right out to Rolfingsmeyer. He's set up just inside the three. He buries it. That's an 11-point margin now.
Kimball calls timeout. Let's go down to their huddle.
Put a body on a man. That's what we have to have here. Then we're being one and done on the offense. Pass the ball, pick it apart. We take one pass up, and we're going the other way. The boards have got to be the emphasis here. You've got to put a body on a man on both ends. Then things will swing the other way. Offensively, what we need to do, we need to make sure that we're not one and done. Pass the ball, make them play some defense, look inside, nothing's there. The other thing here, we get a rebound, let's not be in such a hurry to hit that outlet man, okay? We need to pull together right here, pull together right here, put a stop to it. And all you gotta do is block out. You gotta block out. Let's go, come on, let's go.
Jack, something you talked about earlier, blocking out, getting between your man and the basket.
Right on. Don't get caught up in looking at the ball and following the shot into the rim. Take your head off. Lose the ball for a minute. Find your man, spot up, put your back on him, and then go back to the ball. It's so key. You got to box out. Doesn't matter what size you are. If you can't box out, you're going to get rocked on the backboards and the game's over.
Both teams playing without their big man. The foul, and it counts. Joe Phillips hits and he'll go to the line.
Well, Phillips takes off, gets lost. Nice pass over the top on the inbounds. Bam, three-point play opportunity. Nice pass. Long bomb, Phillips comes underneath, takes the foul, finishes. He did the right thing. Use the glass. Always use the glass. If you can't stuff it, go to the glass.
If he makes a shot, he can tie the Dragons in scoring this quarter. It'll be 9 apiece.
Wow.
So they have kept up with them in this quarter. Can't get it. Ball goes off. It goes off Kimball.
Villarreal seemed to go over the back. The ref let it go. He knocked it out of bounds. He got up, though.
There's your rebounds in this quarter. 16-8. Offensive, 7-1, and that's what head coach Paul Galbinski was talking about.
All day. Second, third, fourth shots. I mean, you look at Eldridge's three-pointers, I think 2 of them were on third shots.
Ball is loose, taken by the Dragons again. 2:30 left here in the first half. As we said, Kimball has kept up to him 9-8 in this quarter in terms of scoring. A drive.
Let's see. No, they're going to say block.
I got it.
Tooley went for it. And what do we have? We've got a foul.
And there was Malloy.
Malley, yep.
Stands right there, takes the charge.
Malley with his second.
I kind of lost it. I was watching the referee because even when he came up to the table, I thought, do the right thing. That's an offensive foul. I thought Malley had good position.
Yeah, look, it took a while for him to come out. I didn't know if there was a foul, actually.
They were debating.
Yeah, here Tooley misses his first. Tooley with 3 points, all of them coming off of three-pointers. Dave Collins looks on.
You don't know the number of times you see a referee come up to the table and change the call that he originally had on the baseline. I thought that's maybe was about to go down. Tooley was a good football player. Or is. Present tense.
Quarterback, he's a junior. He'll be back. Misses both here from the line. Ball is loose, and the Dragons get it back, which promptly gets Paul Gambitsky to get up off the bench.
Second, third, fourth opportunities really putting a hurt on the defense. Kimball's staying tight, though. It's still only a 9-point game, and their big man's not in there to fill the lane.
Yep, neither team going with their starting centers right now. Dragons tried that spread out offense again. It didn't pay off.
Ball handler was out of control in the last drive for the Dragons. No call.
Steal here by Eldridge. And it goes off of Kimball.
Very important last minute 53 here, right here. Could set the tone leading in for the, 5 or 6 point swing here, and you're never going to be able to make it up.
Well, if you're up by 10, I think psychologically it helps if you're up by double figures. Let's see what happens here. Nice shot by Zach Remington.
Remington with a good drive all the way down the floor. Here's the press. They want to trap.
Kimball has done a good job breaking it, and Remington from behind gets called for the foul.
They slapped him on the wrist, trying to come up with it. Sometimes you think the referee can't see you if you've got the dribbler in between you and the ref.
Well, both teams have been in the bonus now. And now that is the 10th team foul for the Lake Orion Dragons.
Malley's got to keep it close at the line, keep his club in the game.
1:31 left on the game clock.
Got to say a big how-do to the public address announcer tonight, Carolyn Cole, former Wayne State Tartar women's basketball player. She was all Great Lakes Conference with my cousin, Lisa Gentry.
That's why she looked familiar.
Carolyn's heavily involved in prep sports. It's great to see her, and I know all the kids out here really like her.
Malley made his first, missed his second. Ball is loose, and a foul from behind on Cantwell. Cantwell, a little push from behind, and the ref saw it. He actually leaned in from with the body.
Definitely. Did Carolyn play for the Lady Tartars when you were at Wayne State? They scrap into the corner, and there's Cantwell right over the back.
Yeah.
Too much contact.
And his first
He's talking to the ref. He said, I didn't knock him down.
There was no blood. He's used to that on the football field. A lot of these guys, as we mentioned. There's the miss.
There's
on the
good rebound.
1-and-1. Rolfingsmeyer couldn't hit.
Villaro went solid to the backboards, had his man on his backside, comes up with a good rebound.
10-point game, 25-15 with 1:15 left. Malley pulls up, gets two.
Nice
his
shot.
First field goal of the night.
He beat the defender with the left hand on a dribble to the left side. Defender loses a step. He pops right up and slams it from the foul line.
Loose ball. Dragons come up with it. Back out for three. Eldridge overshot it. Rebound taken by Cantwell.
Good box out by Cantwell. He had his man on his back. His man was almost pushing him to the ground.
Kimball now working for the last shot. This will help them because they're under. The lead is cut down to 8 right now.
Oh, yeah, this is big.
So if they can cut it down to 6. Big psychological edge to Kimball now.
Still anyone's game.
Phillips. Even though the Dragons have pretty much controlled it, as you said, Jack, it's still anyone's game with a whole half to go. Kimball has just got to get the momentum going their way, and right now they do with the foul there. Justin Weeks will go to the line.
Boy, I like that play by Weeks. When in doubt, you can't find a shot, drive it in and go get fouled. Get to the line. We got the bonus going on. Good play. Weeks right here, goes a little one-on-one, gets around the defender, comes up and gets hammered right here by 2 Dragons, almost with a 3-point play. Hey, he's at the foul line, and there was really no open jump shot.
Kendall with the foul. Casey Walker comes in for the Dragons here with the last 10 seconds plus, and Rolfingsmeyer goes out.
He's got to hit the free throws. He's got to settle down, take his time. But when Weeks got out near the 3-point line, he wanted a one-on-one matchup with Thule. Gives him a little fake to the left and goes right around him. I think he knew he could beat Thule to the rack.
We have not seen either center for most of this second quarter. The rebound was taken by Cantwell, but they said there was a push in there too.
Well, he got boxed out by Adam Eldridge, and they're in the bonus now, so Dragons to the line, but Eldridge is boxing him out. They say Cantwell pushed. He really didn't. What happened was Eldridge saw Cantwell come up with the rebound, and he jumped forward and did a little acting. And let's give him the academy. He's going to the line and might make a basket out of it.
Go to the other end, and it's Adam Eldridge.
Smart play.
Yep. Both teams now with 10 fouls apiece. Eldridge now 2 of 3 from the line.
Because all the referee can really see is the front of you. He cannot see behind you. So just jump up like someone pushed your back and see if you can get the foul out. Cantwell's still thinking, wait, I haven't knocked anybody down, but they're racking fouls up on him.
Eldridge gets another key free throw, and it's back to 10 points now. Last shot coming up. Malley drives, pulls up, just short. And the clock stops with 1.3 left.
Maybe just enough. Boy, just a little short with that shot. I thought he hit it.
The Knights have one last chance. They've got to get it and shoot it immediately. There it is. Perfect play, and it just wouldn't fall. Villaro had it, and it just wouldn't fall for the Knights, but for Dave Collins and the Dragons. And what a classic matchup it is if you look at it on paper. The Knights against the Dragons. It's like a...
I know, a couple of three-pointers really turned it for Dave Collins' club.
Yeah. But Dave Collins walks off with a 10-point lead here at halftime. And again, that's a good psychological edge for the Dragons, up by double figures.
Yep, Kimball is just starting to tighten it up, and then it spans back out to 10.
There's your score at halftime. We'll be back. The Dragons 27 and the Kimball Knights 17.
I'm the king.
The rock and roll?
No, coupons. I'm Mike Gauthier. Some people call me the king of coupons because nobody brings you bigger savings than my market share coupon book. Having trouble saving money? Then do what the Tripp family does. Carry the book, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book. You'll save thousands on things you use every day, like eyeglasses, oil changes, and cleaning from companies you trust. But you can't save unless you carry the book. Remember, you'll save a king's ransom using my Market Share Coupon Book.
Rumor has it, Comet Burgers is definitely the place to be seen in downtown Royal Oak. After the party, out for dinner, just looking for cold soft drinks, great burgers and fries, milkshakes or pizzas. Comet Burgers is the place to run into just about anybody.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Even old what's-his-name. Comet Burgers, they're out of this world.
When you call Modernistic, we'll show up with this. $35,000 worth of carpet and upholstery cleaning technology.
Call the competition. They'll probably show up with this.
Our truck-mounted equipment can professionally clean your carpets with 10 times the power of portable cleaners, removing dirt, harmful bacteria, pollens, and more.
The competition can't.
Of course, there is one thing the competition does that we can't.
They make a lot more noise.
Modernistic, count on us.
So the tire store guy says, great deal on them tires. You want valve stems? No thanks. Your tires won't work without valve stems. They're extra. Then he told me all the other extras I needed. So guess what happened to my great deal on them tires?
Only Bell Tire gives you out-the-door pricing. You get the guaranteed lowest price, and at Bell Tire, it's the total, complete, everything's included price with absolutely no extras ever.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, nobody's closer.
The TCI Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Modernistic Carpet Cleaning, Comet Burgers in Royal Oak, Mike's Market Share Coupon Book, and by Bell Tire.
And welcome back to the TCI Sports Game of the Week, where the Lake Orion Dragons are up 10, 27-17 here at halftime. Dave Collins joking around with us, Jack. Hey, let's take a look at the highlights
Malley
And
kicks
here.
it over here to Anderson. He's going to find the big guy, Ray, and Ray finishes it. That was a nice bit of passing, team distribution. Right over here we come with Phillips, dribbling with the left, trying to set up the offense. He's going to kick it back to the right side. And then we're going to get a nice jump shot right here from Casey Chambers as he buries it from 15 feet. Fundamentals.
Casey Chambers with 4 off the bench.
Lake Orion like to run it up. Lindemood kicks it right out to the shooter Eldridge, who was on fire late in the first quarter, filled it. Here they spread the floor with their big guy Smith on the bench. Crossover dribble to the left hand for Tucson. Watch him right here. To the left, lose the defender, Weeks, and then go up and finish with the left hand, use the glass. Beautiful. Nice drive by Eric Tucson.
And the score 27-17. Let's take a look at the stats for you. 38% from the floor for Lake Orion, 33 for Kimball, 5 of 11, 5 of 12, so pretty close in free throw percentage. And turnovers, very close there too, Jack. Rebounds.
And rebounds is where it's at.
Rebounds, we're looking at what here?
That was a big advantage.
All right, Andy will get us squared away with that. Eldridge with 12 points. His 3 3-pointers plus 3 free throws helped him out. 12 points. Smith and Tooley with 5. And balanced scoring for Kimball all the way down the line. 4-4-4 all the way. Chambers, Phillips, and Ray.
Yeah, Chambers coming in. Ray and Smith both in foul trouble. You'd see higher numbers, but they've got to find an answer for Adam Eldridge. It might be at the free throw line. The free throw differential, you hit those 7 or 8 free throws, you're right back in the game.
Inside, Smith was pushed, but no call.
Or a travel.
Or he was leaning, yeah, either way. Defender was on his back there. The sophomore dishes it out to Eldridge. Eldridge, the first time he's hit a 2-pointer.
Eldridge, 6'1", 170, only a junior. Cruises right into the middle of the lane and goes over the top using the glass. Nice shot.
He's having a night.
He looked out of control, but I think he showed some good body control. Kind of hang in the air and finish.
Gets it up to 29-17, and the Kimball Knights have to come up big here in the early part of this first half. They're coming out flat here, Jack. They're not moving at all.
I thought they were going to call 5 right there, 5 seconds. You got to move with that ball.
Here's Phillips in the paint and dishes out. Actually, in the paint here is actually the outside perimeter. There's the hustle. It pays off with a foul underneath.
Like Chambers. Chambers came to play tonight. He worked for that second shot, and he battled a couple Dragons, comes up with the board all the way across from Villarreal. Comes up a little short off the front of the rim. Chambers over the top. Grabs a nice rebound here and goes right back up with it. Takes the foul. Good hustle.
Substitution coming in for the Dragons. It'll be Tucson coming in for Jason Kendall.
That's a big thing when you get the offensive rebound. Don't look, don't try to kick out, go right back, and either way, you're either going to get a foul, possibly a 3-point play. But don't stand and don't hesitate. Right to the rack.
Here's Chambers. This is his first.
I don't know if you saw that one the other night. The college kid went up from Georgia, went right back to the rack and tore the rim right off the backboard. Didn't shatter the backboard, just pulled the rim right off. I liked it. High percentage shot.
It's like those tearaway jerseys, they used to have tearaway rims now. Here's a timeout called. And Lake Orion, the Dragons will talk it over. They're up 29-18 right now.
Dave Collins going to talk it over. And now they've got Smith back in the game. They're going to have to realign their offense a little bit.
Jack, I know you like to run for exercise, but there's also mountain biking right here.
A lot less friction with the knees that way.
Tuesdays at 8:30, Saturdays at 11. It's Inside Mountain Biking, the only local sports show that focuses on the growing sport of mountain biking, featuring riding tips, new product information, competitor interviews, and where to ride, much more. Check out Inside Mountain Biking every Tuesday, Saturday, right here.
Popular sport in Oakland County, I'll tell you. They're building more and more trails for those mountain bikers.
Yeah. I think Pat Collar's going to put one in his new backyard. Driving. Putting it up. There's Lindemood. Wouldn't go. Here come the Knights. They're on the run.
Here comes the city inspector. Oh, go to the basket.
And he couldn't get it down. Villarreal was fouled. He'll take a trip to the line.
Take it to the basket.
Substitution coming in. It'll be
Malley is going to kick it down to Villerow. Right here with Smith. Gets another foul on him and almost goes up and under for a 3. That's it. Take the big guy to the basket. Now Smith goes back to the bench. Great play by Villerow. He's playing tonight.
Third personal for Smith. He does go to the bench, Jack, and that'll bring up Rolfingsmeyer.
Hey, Villerow, Steve saw he had him one-on-one. No hesitation, right to the basket.
And this is what hurts the Kimball Knights, his free throw percentage right now.
Yeah,
Villerow cannot hit there.
They've got to warm up at the foul line. Too many missed opportunities. They could be right in it. That's better.
They get that one.
Just take their time a little bit.
29-19 the score.
Back to the spread floor. Good defense.
Yes. The sophomore with his first field goal.
Yeah, Phillips thought he had a steal. O'Malley thought he had the steal. Lindemuth just kept it up, stayed with the dribble, and finished.
Chambers tried to get his pass off to Weeks, and he just couldn't get it there. Good defense. Let's take a look at the other side, though.
Derek Lindemuth with it. A little struggle for the ball. Keeps it up, runs by Malley right to the basket. No one closes and helps out, and he finishes. Nice finish, good drive by the sophomore.
And he comes out and gets a pat on the back from Dave Collins. Pass up top to Malley. Malley pulls up, gives it off to Weeks. Weeks with a three-pointer.
That'll get you back in the game.
That's a big shot right there. Weeks hits his 5th point.
Find Justin Weeks, a 6'2 junior. Let him shoot it. He was on fire early.
Just when the Dragons want to pull away, Knights come back now with a 3. Their first three-pointer of the night.
Well, Lake Orion definitely looking for inside-outside. Find Eldridge. Contact there.
Was that on the drive or was that away from the ball?
I think on the drive. They're going to call box.
Because the ref underneath at the free throw, the baseline, made the call way out up top.
Exactly.
We got another ref here. That's why I was questioning.
He had to look through Malley's back. Right here, Malley's riding him with the right arm. They call that. That's known in the industry as a ticky-tacky.
Let's take a look at the other side.
Good hustle.
Dragons
There's Weeks.
Score.
Nice fake. I like that Weeks. Get him the rock.
Weeks came back. .10 left here in the third quarter.
Malley with the rebound. Kick it out. Here's Weeks. Good look. They're back in it.
Back. Villerow. It's Weeks and Villerow who have come back now.
They're pushing up tempo. They like it. Weeks is getting hot.
33-26.
Villerow finished nice. Weeks drove through a lot of traffic, found him open for an easy bucket.
There's Tucson, tosses it up, won't go for him.
And everything works off, and now they're rebounding.
Here come the Knights. Back out. Phillips to Malley. Malley right down the middle, puts it up. Oh, in and out. That would have counted.
You could feel it. You could feel the momentum. That would have been huge. The crowd would have got back in it.
Remington with the foul. Let's take a look.
Inside to Villerow. Dump back out to Phillips. Phillips back around to Malley. Malley's going to drive down the lane, bring on some contact, and run it. And the ball kicks out on him. Good drive by Malley. He'll pick up the foul. I believe, nope, they didn't give it to him. I thought it was going to be at Tucson. They gave it to Remington. Back to the foul line. Opportunity to score points with the clock stopped and get right back in the contest.
Malley gets it.
You know, this gym brings back a lot of memories, Dave. You know, Kimball used to be in the Eastern Michigan League before the OAA. They used to be in the EML, played East Detroit, Port Huron, Mount Clemens. My dad coached for East Detroit in the EML for 30 years. I was in this gym as a ball boy in 1964, 5 and 6.
Long time ago.
So I remember those teams.
33-28 with 4:15 here in the third.
They had Chuck Jones, the coach.
Tucson drives and he's fouled.
Nice drive. Tucson likes to get active and uses both hands. Look at that, through the legs, over to his left hand, crossover, makes the move with his left, and gets it up there and takes the foul. He can dribble with both hands, and that's a big advantage in high school.
Justin Weeks with his second personal.
They're still 8 down, and they could Lake Orion stretch it to 10 at the line.
Tucson hits here his first from the line. First time tonight. 4:11 left on the clock here in the third quarter.
Well, Athens gets to host
Gets
the
them both.
district. That'll be March 9 when they start hosting in their brand new state-of-the-art gymnasium, holding about 3,400. Beautiful facility. I can't wait to see it. And they've got, but they're loaded. They're loaded. They're loaded at Lake Orion. They got Clarkston in that district.
Look at this. This is a 2 for Villarose. So Villaro's come to life now with 5 points here in the third, and also Justin Weeks with 5.
Yep, Weeks and Villaro getting it going.
And they pull it 2-5.
Yep. Villaro's been the difference. Shooting
Tucson. And there's a foul there on Chambers. Casey Chambers reaching in.
You know, I got to keep it down. The ref's in front of me. There's another call with the referee a long way from the foul. There was another ref much closer to the action.
That one was obvious, though. We could see that one. But yeah, there's another ref closer, and that's the debate. And the reason why we're bringing this up is that's the debate on whether you have 3 refs or 2 refs. There's a little bit of a hesitancy in making the call by one of the refs. So,
right,
you know, and that's why they're experimenting with it this year.
Good steal.
Here comes Kimball. They could cut it to 3. Good rebound there by Villaro. Good steal by the Dragons, so they come back now.
Villaro did a cardinal sin. He got the rebound. He put it down on the ground. Lindemuth stole it right away.
You got the quicker guard closer to the floor on the ball, and he just came up with it. Nice drive here, puts it down. Jason Kendall with his first 2 points of the game.
He got up on that one. He was over. He could have stuffed that home.
Good team effort by both teams, actually. Nobody really dominating in terms of scoring. Turnover, 7-5. Kimball on the bad end of that.
Pretty equal.
7-point edge right now for the Dragons.
Coach Galbensky on the Kimball bench is talking to the big guy, Villaro, telling him, look, stay active inside, but when you get the ball, don't dribble it. Go right back up and use the backboard. On his first shot, he didn't use the backboard and it kicked out on him.
Rolfingsmeyer gets his first.
They're going to come with Ray now.
He'll come out. And now Adam Ray comes back in. He's been out for some time with his third. And checking out is Villaro. Villaro did a very good job in filling in.
They might want to talk to Villaro a little bit, maybe give him a breather, but I think what they want to do here is get Ray and Chambers working together down low. I think they're going to have Ray setting picks and working his man off with Chambers.
This half, 57%.
Big difference
to
for
67.
Kimball.
And look at this, a 3. Malley comes up with his first 3-pointer. He's had 2 field goals, a 2 and a 3 now.
They're right back in it on the home floor, and their shooting has improved, so much improved from the first half. Nice drive. Boy, you make that rollover dribble and you put the defender on your back. See ya. Oh!
And another foul.
No way the defender was moving his feet. And I'll tell you, the sophomore Lindemuth makes the play.
That's the 4th foul.
Right here, watch his feet are still shuffling. Down low, he slides in and he dives, and the ref gives it to him. A sophomore gets the call. Nice play. They're calling him on the push-off, but his feet were moving. The foul's on defense. You got to set your feet.
That's the 4th foul on Malley, just as Malley hits the 3.
His feet are moving down there, so he's still sliding. He's not set. And they call him with the right arm push-off.
So Malley takes a seat with that 4th personal after hitting a 3, and he was just getting hot.
And it's a huge call. It's 4, puts him on the bench. But the cardinal rule stands, the defender has to have his feet planted regardless of contact. Otherwise, he's sliding in under you. But they saw it the other way on the push-off. I think that's going to hurt the Knights.
sign and no shot travel call.
There's a good call.
1:50 left here in the third quarter. You would think it's the fourth quarter the way things are going right now.
The tide's turning. The game's going to be told right here. You would think, you know, I don't know, the Kimball bench was working after that call. It could have been a little bit of a makeup call and a pump fake underneath.
In there is number 24, Desmond Jones for Malley.
But you know, as a player, you just got to go beyond the referee, play the game.
Jones gives it up to Phillips. Phillips tries to go coast to coast with it. Oh, he just missed it.
He could have used his right. He had lost the defender when he jumped by him. Could have stuck with the right, just shot it with two hands and banked it in. He went with the left, wasn't there.
Here come the Dragons, driving hard and called for the foul. Looks like Chambers. Casey Chambers.
Well, Coach Collins is saying, let's go get fouled and get that free throw working for us again, because we were hitting him before.
There's the foul on Chambers right there.
Slide down the lane, and Adam Eldridge takes the body. Big time foul. He'll get back to the foul line. Nope, not in the bonus yet. I thought we were.
Well, Dragons with a 6-point edge, 39-33.
I thought they were calling shooting foul too. He's going to shoot it. No.
In and out. Casey Chambers with a rebound.
Remington wishes he had that one over. He put it up just a little too hard. Couldn't believe how open he was.
In there for Lake Orion is number 34. That's Garrett Siebold. He's with the JV, brought up, and 22 checking back in, Rolfingsmeyer, and he will come out. The Siebold will come out.
Little bit of time for Siebold. They want to get him ready for the tournament. Ray almost got another one.
Score still 39-33, 6-point lead for the Dragons. They'll look for the last shot now with 45 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to spread the floor. Hey, if you get a chance on 22, Rolfingsmeyer, nice drop.
Wouldn't fall. Here come the Knights now with their chance for the last shot.
He might have made the drive too quick. You give Kimball a chance to hit a basket. Take some more time off the floor, make you move to the basket at the 10-second mark, and you're the last shot of the half.
They can cut it to 4 right here. He's got it. Joe Phillips with a big bucket.
That's a 4-point game.
39-35, 10 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Stick around, it's going to be a great game at the end.
Good rebound.
Here come the Knights. Oh, what a great effort. The last seconds of the third quarter, but they have cut it to 4. So the Kimball Knights, with a big third quarter, have cut it to 4 points. Stick around, we've got the fourth quarter coming up. Dragons 39, Knights 35.
If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
Now let's take a look as the Kimball Knights have cut it to 4, and it's Joe Phillips doing the work.
Bang from the foul line. 15, squares his shoulders at the 15-foot mark and buries it. Nice shot by Phillips. And that was a great quarter for Kimball.
It is. Look at the rebounds have turned around. Kimball with 8 of them, and Lake Orion with only 2, and that is why the Knights outscored the Dragons 18-12 in that third quarter.
I think Coach Galbanski called it right on the nose. Let's control the backboards and we'll get back in the game. And they shot so much better in that quarter. Field goal percentage had to jump up into like the 70 range. They were 20 in all the first half. They were ice cold.
Go to Adam Ray inside, triple team, puts it up over everybody.
Use the glass. Beautiful.
And they've cut it to 2.
Here comes Smith. We're going to get a new game.
39-37 the score.
Pat Galler again calls it. We had a lot of other action on the slate tonight, but it was Pat that said, huh.
And we haven't seen these teams, so hey, we called it. No, it does not count. No basket.
Ooh, we got to see that.
Well, that hurts Lake Orion.
Here comes the drive. Head
There's
down the lane.
Okay.
Thule. Ooh, what do you think?
They're saying he held him before he even shot it. He whistled it
up
before
in the air,
even...
though.
Yeah. Look at this.
Thule with a nice drive and finish, and the ref takes it away, gives the foul to Phillips. Only his first for Phillips.
Lindemood want to drive it himself and a foul. Traveling, no.
That's a good call. I was just going to say, I thought he walked. I thought he slid.
Knights almost throw it away here. Now,
got to get it over the half-court line.
Got to do it. They do. Phillips. Phillips now goes coast.
Gets another one. Another one on Smith. He saw Smith coming up and said, hey, I'm going in. I'm going to get the foul and get him.
And notice he went in with his shoulders. He kept the ball away. Watch him go in with his body and keep the ball away. See, right there. He kept it down and away from Smith. So that all Smith could do was touch his body.
And he still had a chance for the three-point play.
Fourth personal. Coming back in is Villeroy. Going out is Chambers. Chambers has done a great job in there off the bench.
Yeah, I think the Knights have got to be real happy with bench play tonight. Something they haven't got most of the year. They've shown some depth tonight.
And Joe Phillips now with 6 points adds another.
Look at this. We hit the free throws. We got a tie game.
All tied up.
Well,
now one more. Wait a second. What am I doing? One clock says 39. I'm looking at the wrong board here.
Got to match him. I've never seen him. Well, I've seen all kinds of stuff with the clocks.
Kimball goes out. Yeah. Now we're tied up.
So we're going to use one clock as the official clock.
Did you doubt me when I said all tied up? Is that what the problem was? Yeah, I was looking. One board is burned out right at the 8. To make it look like a 9.
They're in a catch-22 right here, the Dragons. They want to get Smith involved, but not foul him out.
Yeah. Smith with a 3 won't go. And that hurt him right there.
That's not where he gets involved. Get him underneath the basket.
Kimball now. Looking to take the lead for the first time.
Phillips has played nice the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Last game these two teams met, remember, it was a 4-point game. Lake Orion won it there at home. And now Kimball wants to return the favor.
Dragons in kind of a sagging man-to-man. It's going to cost them.
Phillips for 3 won't go. Rebound is good by Villeroy. And back out up top for Desmond Jones.
Villeroy's hit the boards all second half. They got to find Weeks again, get him involved.
Good steal, good effort there. Almost stolen by Tucson. Phillips set it up. Villeroy has a wide open 3 if he wants it. He steps up and takes a 2. Rebound Eldridge, and here come the Dragons now. They can get the lead back.
Adam Ray is hurt, I think. He's limping bad on his left ankle. Here's Weeks.
Another turnover.
You want a bounce pass there, don't put it in the air.
Eldridge goes strong.
Good block without a foul.
Adam Ray with a clean block, and that preserves the tie.
Crowd's into it now.
Take a look. Pass up ahead to Eldridge.
They're looking for Eldridge. He doesn't want to shoot the long one. Wants to go get a foul on Ray. He turns his body, but Ray slams it out. Great denial. Good block.
Dragons now to slow it up.
Way to stay with the ball without losing control of your body. Nice block by Adam Ray, but his left ankle is killing him. He's limping.
All tied up at the 5-minute mark here in this one.
You know, Kimball was hurt all year by the freshman center, hurt with the ankle injury.
A three, it's short. Rebound. Taken by Remington. Back out up top for three. Won't go. And a whistle underneath.
Villaro saw Tucson sneaking in, bodied him out, and the ref said foul. I thought Tucson might have been on the back. Right up here, it's going on right over in here in this area. There's contact going down right now. Yeah, the Villaro came over the back.
Over the back.
Good call by the ref. Tucson slid in front of him. Villaro gets over the back, only his second. Good hustle by Tucson. He's great when he hustles and goes to the basket.
Tucson out at the line, and Mike Malley comes in for the Knights as Desmond Jones goes out. Tucson 3 of 3 from the line tonight. And the first points here in the fourth quarter for the Dragons.
4 minutes in. Good rebound by Villaro.
Tucson misses his first from the line.
Someone talked to Villaro at halftime. Let's see how many rebounds he has here in the second half. It's got to be in double figures.
Look at this. Reverse, no, tip in, yes.
Good foul. Look at, they're all fired up. They're playing
Joe
like
Phillips.
a team.
And they take the lead for the first time, 41-40.
It's team play. They don't care who scores. Just get it in. That's the one thing when I watch Ferndale, Dave. I just think Ferndale has some guys that want to be individuals. If they played like a team, they'd be right in the top 5.
Tremendous talent over there. Right now, Lake Orion wants to come back and take the lead. In and out and in. Ryan Smith, his first point since the first quarter.
Foul troubles hurt him, but when you get Smith, oh, here comes the trap with Smith. You get Smith posted up. I don't think anyone here can stop him tonight. Weeks.
High off the glass.
Gotta get
Justin
Weeks going.
Comes back.
Get him going. He's their spark plug.
43-42 the score. Jack Roberts enjoying this one. What'd you say about your best excitement, best entertainment for $3?
That's it, right there. Slam down the 3. It is. It's the best sports ticket money can buy, hands down.
Rolfingsmeyer checks back in.
I tell you,
Smith goes out.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the commissioner with my tournament pairings and have him tell me where to go. I want to see overtime.
Commissioner Pat Collard.
You better believe it.
Our director, producer,
and then I'm going to have him do a personal
And what a job. This is our
forecast.
last game, Jack. And what a job he's done in picking the matchups this year.
Oh, phenomenal.
Terrific games. Timeout called by Rolfingsmeyer.
Every game's just a barn burner. I love it.
Dave Collins and his Lake Orion Dragons call timeout. 43-42 the score. They trail by 1 with 3:12 left in the contest.
The commish is just kind of a sleeper. Doesn't tell you much which way he's going on any kind of team. Picks that game, and it's always coming right down to the wire. Big timeout, you know.
Let's go down to Dave Collins' huddle.
Kids out on the floor, one of them's going to be guarding you, all right? Take his ass to the basket, all right? Now watch the defense, all right? You got to be smart, okay? For those 4 corners, if they got the 2 big kids out there, you'll be out, and you'll be out, all right? Be smart. One of the big kids will be guarding you, okay? Your man set the screen, you got to.
And Dave Collins talking to his team. Down by 1, and they've let the Kimball Knights in, or has Kimball really earned this?
Right, I think Coach Collins wants to control the paint again, take away interior baskets.
And don't forget to tune in Friday night at 8:30 for the Oakland Press Perspective with your host, editor, Dale Monroe, on issues concerning Oakland County, Friday nights at 8:30 right here on TCI 63.
I watched that show. I want to see what the press is up to in Oakland County. Usually has some good guests. Tell you that 12th town drain thing, they better resolve that in a hurry.
Yeah, no kidding. Speaking of drain, there's a shot from Aldridge, and he drains one. Another 3-pointer, and a key moment to give the edge back to the Dragons, 45-43.
Good call, Dave. Good call.
Hey, you brought up the drain.
I tell you, Coach Collins, a real calming influence in the sidelines. Notice how calm he was in that huddle. And that's good, because this game is right down to the wire. It's bedlam. The players are excited, calls time, and calms them down.
Malley in there with 4 fouls. Remember, one of those was a driving foul that that one is the big one that I think got him in trouble.
Right. Took him kind of out of his game. You can't be aggressive and reckless.
Just as he got back into it, that's when he had to go out after that other one.
Good rebound.
Villerow, no, and a whistle underneath.
I'll tell you, the Knights are going to the glass. And it's hard for Smith. How's he going to box out? He's got 4 on him. Right here you see Villerow come around, make a twisting jump shot. It's going to hit the back rim, go up. And here comes Ray over the top, goes back up. Smith gets him on the arm. They call it on Smith, 33. That's his 5th. He's coming to the bench.
Wow. With 2:06 left in the game, you got your key player coming out, the senior Ryan Smith, with his 5th foul.
Foul trouble all night, Dave. And right there, he did get him on the hand, but he did not like the call at all. He really, he was really letting it go. He was letting the play go. He got caught reaching. Not a good foul. You're gonna, make it good.
There's Ray, in and out.
But in a real tight game sometimes, I don't think in this game height is going to mean all that much. Smith hasn't been a factor for a lot of minutes now.
Ray cannot hit either of them.
Villarow's on the back.
And this will go to the other end.
Well, you can't really fault Steve Villerow for getting active, but he got caught. The ref caught him coming over the back, and it made him pay for it.
Derek Lindemood checks back in, the sophomore. And going out is Remington.
A point I wanted to make was, in this kind of game, it's fast-paced, high action, up-tempo. If you got 4 fouls, you're almost hurting your team because you really can't get involved. So it might be better to go to the bench, bring in somebody that can play loose and reckless and high energy.
Kimball hits his first from the line. And adds a second. Makes it a 4-point lead.
They're tough at the line. 2-minute mark.
Less than 2 minutes now left in this one. Right down to the wire.
Phillips wanted some bumps there on him from Eldridge. Ref won't give it to him. Here he is.
Phillips. Short. Just a little long, I should say, and now a whistle underneath, and it's going against the Dragons. Looks like it's on Jason Kendall.
Right here, as he comes around, Kendall's reaching, and let's see. Oh, it was before that. Must have been a body call. I know he didn't see it.
Villerow at the line. 1 of 2, misses the front end. And here come the Dragons.
Weeks and Ray fought for the rebound and lost it to Tucson.
Pressure put on by the Knights. And now the Dragons will spread it across.
Picked up his dribble.
Kendall, back out. Nothing there. Oh, there's a foul with the body on Phillips. 1:16 left in the game, a 4-point lead for the Dragons.
Tucson comes up with it. Phillips comes up to guard him. He's reaching, and right in there, he bodied him big time, and the ref saw it. Good call. He was just trying to play tight defense. I think he might have wanted to stop the clock, but Tucson's been tough at the line.
He has 3 of 4. You see it there. Adds another. A 5-point edge. You can make it 6 points here, and it'll make it real tough for the Kimball Knights to come up with 6. And he does.
Here comes the full court press to take some time off the clock.
Tucson's free throws have been big. 5 of 6 from the line. Phillips and a jump ball call. Jason Kendall at the right place at the right time, and that gives the ball back to the Dragons.
Well, Villaro threw a high cross-court pass all the way across the court. Gave Kendall time to sneak up right here. He throws it high up over, trying to reach Phillips. Here's Kendall, sneaks in, ties it up, and the referee's right on top of it. Jump ball, and it's possession Lake Orion.
Tooley goes back in. Rolfingsmeyer comes out for the Dragons.
Coach Galbensky was trying to get a timeout. The ref wouldn't give him one before the inbounds. There's a steal.
Casey Chambers back in, and look at this.
And a foul.
A foul, and it counts.
Ooh, and almost a technical. He threw the ball at the referee. They didn't call it.
Mike Malley back in there.
Right here, Kendall's going to lose it in the trap. And we walk away with Mike Malley driving right, left arm, and he puts it up with the right finish. Big three-point play. Tucson got hot right there. He fired it at the ref. It was a foul of frustration. He couldn't believe he lost the ball in the open court.
And really, if you're going to foul somebody, don't let him make the two. He let him make the two, and now he's going for 3 points.
Right, it's almost like either tackle him or totally let him go.
Yeah. Let's go down to the Kimball huddle.
So it's a 3-point ball game. Now we're picking up 24. We're picking up 24 defense, but Vegas. Okay? 24 Vegas. Now it's element of surprise. He turns his back or spins. We want to jump him on that. Okay? But if they get out of it, we got to turn and sprint and recover on that. Okay? We come down here. When we come down, the next play we want to go loop Pickett. Loop Pickett down here. All right? Loop Pickett.
Right spots on the weak side. Get in the right spots on the weak side on Loop Pickett.
What that gives us is the pick and roll. It also gives us the weak side options on there. And of course, you have your option going inside. Black means foul. When we see him black, we're going foul, all right? We're going to let's do this, guys.
You got a minute left in the game. Coach Galbensky calls a great timeout right there. He says 2-4 Vegas. What he's saying is want 2 men on the ball. As soon as the ball's inbounded, to them and trap them right there. If we lose them out of the trap, they get across, we'll kick back and we'll go into a little box and one. 1 guy in the ball, 4 guys in a box. If we start running out of time, I scream black, start fouling to kill the clock. Love high school strategy. Love that. Going into the huddle is beautiful.
Beautiful analysis there, Jack Roberts. Malley at the line.
You know, all the fans want to go into the huddle. You know that.
Malley completes the 3-point play, and it's a 4-point game again. 1:01 left.
Now right here, they probably won't guard the inbounder with the ball. Oh, they'll bring Ray up on him. As soon as the ball is dropped in bounds, there'll be a trap right up on the ball. Trap the retriever and go for a steal.
Correction, 3-point game. Again, looking at the wrong clock.
That's going to cause major confusion.
49-46.
It's got to be something.
Loose ball, someone's got to call this, and it's a jump ball
Kimball's
call.
ball.
Kimball.
There was an awful lot of contact. You know what? I did see both refs look at each other thinking, who's got the call? And then a jump ball. Kimball's got it.
Yeah.
But they got to fix the clock on the scoreboard.
That is really
right here we got trouble.
Problem.
Good defense, pick up a dribble. Malley's all over it, gets help inside. 2 men scrambling for the ball. And then watch everybody go at least 15 steps.
Yeah, and no call.
10 feet.
It's amazing.
Still no
Nothing.
call. And now we get a jump ball. And the ball was never really controlled. A jump ball is a controlled ball.
Let's go down to Paul Galbensky's huddle. Now it's broken up there. As the buzzer goes off.
Hey, Kimball will take the call.
Yeah.
But right now, both coaches are talking, saying which scoreboard is real. We got 4 points on one, we got 3 points on the other. Which one do my players look at? And if you're Kimball going toward their basket, they have to turn around to see the real clock. It could hurt you.
Yeah. It's a 3-point game, 46-49. The scoreboard, as you're looking at the screen on the right side, is the one that is correct. On the left side, a light is out. As you can see there, it says 45-49. That's on the left side of the court. And on the other side of the court, it says 46-49. So you can see the confusion. Sometimes players have to make a decision on whether to go for a 3 or a 2.
Dragons want a timeout.
There you see the other scoreboard.
I'm telling you, they looked at both clocks. The players are starting to figure it out. And they come off, they call timeout. Let's go on in Lake Orion huddle and see. I think Lake Orion.
Let's hear Dave Collins.
They didn't like it.
Two centers gonna run 2-3 zone. Who's up top? Who's at the back forwards? Who's in the middle?
Me. I'll be in the middle. You and Truly.
You're in the middle.
Get the rebounds, guys.
Listen. Do not guard. If the ball is somebody's got the basketball, your other guard's there. Remember, we gotta bump out. Got it? Back forwards, all right? You two guards got to move your tail, all right? No penetration. Man Malley who's haven't got the basketball, all right? Now, we all got to rebound on defense, all right, guys? Hey, you're ahead. You control the ball. We want to get the ball in hands of our guards and attack and play the game, guys.
Me and you.
Master Anglers comes your way right here on TCI 63, Thursday nights at 8. Don't forget to catch your host, Mark Gomez, for the Master Anglers Thursday nights at 8 right here on TCI 63.
I've always wanted to know, seriously, are those twins?
He does it with mirrors.
Same family?
Does it with mirrors. I don't know how he catches those.
Blue smoke and mirrors.
30 seconds coming up. There's a shot for 3. No.
Good rebound.
Foul over the top on Casey Chambers.
Well, Coach Collins got what he wanted with the timeout. Let's get into his zone, force him into long shots. They take one, and right here, Malley fires it. It looked good. It hits the back of the rim and rims out. And rebound, they have the advantage. Great rebound for Eldridge to get up high like that and pull it in. There's the body foul. Great rebound. He went up over, Casey Chambers' 2 or 3 inch advantage on him.
Timeout called again.
It's a freeze timeout. Freeze the free throw shooter.
Timeout called by Kimball.
A 20.
22nd.
Each team with 1 full timeout left, and then that's all there is.
26 seconds left in this one. 4-point game, 3-point game. Again, I'm looking at the other clock because that's closest to me. But it's a 3-point game. Anything can happen.
This is a great indicator of what's about to happen in the state tournament.
What a way to end the TCI regular season, too.
Get out for the state tournament. And I did want to make one slight comment.
Free throws, edge going to Lake Orion.
And I tell you, the Dragons get to the line right there. They had to call a timeout to freeze. They get to the line 88%. That's great for high school. I think you take that in college and the NBA. One comment. To me anyway, it was disappointing in Class B to see what happened to River Rouge. It would be very tough for the #1 ranked team in Class B to compete in the state tournament. A lot of great Oakland County teams. It'd be great to see Oakland County walk out with a couple state titles.
Eldridge misses here.
And Clarkston, Dane Fife having a great year. Pontiac Central having a great year, but Fife's got help this year. Angelo Taylor has come to life the last 2 weeks. They've won some big games. That's a deadly duo out at Clarkston.
Eldridge misses both, and it's still a 3-point game.
Big misses.
20 seconds left in the game. Coming down to this. Who's going to take it?
Coach Collins doesn't want their guards. There's a
Phillips off the front. Rebound taken strong by Eldridge, and he's fouled. 7.9 left.
Here's the shot from Phillips for 3 to tie it. Back of the rim, off the backboard. Eldridge fighting it out. Takes the foul on the back from Casey Chambers. Could have been a travel too. He fell to the ground with the ball, and that's a walk.
But he got hit before, didn't he?
If you don't call contact. They met on the ball.
Timeout now, full timeout. And that's going to Kimball. And don't forget to tune in. Coming up in April, we will feature again what has become a tradition here on TCI Sports, and it's the Oakland County Slam Dunk and 3-point shootout. We'll be there at Troy High as Oakland County's best players battle it out. Don't miss it right here on TCI Sports, the game of the week next month. Some great players that we mentioned. Rashad Phillips, Jamal Gooding, the players who went to Duke.
Nucleus Smith, Angelo Taylor, Dane Fife. Last year we saw Chappelle, Shane Battier,
that's the one I was trying
Randy
to think
Royal
of.
from Ferndale. Look out. Oak Park's always got a couple leapers in it. See some major swings. But the big thing, Dave, I really hope that Dane Fife, this is just from me, a major high school basketball fan. I hope, and I've seen them all. I've seen PSL, Catholic League. I've even driven to Saginaw Valley Conference. I've gone out to Muskegon. I've seen Battle Creek. I hope Dane Fife wins the Mr. Michigan or Mr. Basketball, because I'll tell you, that kid really deserves it.
And we've seen him, and he really took control in that game up in Rochester Adams that we saw. That whole first quarter, they had a 25-5 lead in that first quarter. It was just amazing to see him go to work with his shoulder problems even. Adam Eldridge, 3 of 6 from the line.
Let's see what he can do now. Eldridge, he's used to playing in the clutch, though. He's tough on the football field. Here it is. Well, look at this. Gotta love it.
This is again.
The Knights got life with 7.9. They're going to send Weeks way down to sleep on the baseline down here, try to get a long pass.
And Lindemood goes down with him. There's some unity being shown on the Dragons side, saying, hey, we need this right now. And they do. And they got it.
Ball game.
Big basket right there to make it a 4-point game. Now you shoot a 3 and hope you get fouled. He shoots a 3, it's short, and that'll do it. The Lake Orion Dragons win it right at the buzzer. They win it by 4, 50-46.
Great game.
And it came down to that last second, because, hey, they could have taken a 3 and gotten fouled, and it could have been anything.
It usually begins and ends at the free throw line, and that one surely did. And Eldridge finishes the second one. He missed the first one poorly. He was a little nervous, but he buried it, showed some poise, and that was the contest.
Paul Galbensky. Disappointing loss for him as they came off the loss to Troy, in which they had a very good game there. And on the other side, Dave Collins, his team comes up with a second victory against these Kimball Knights. And a pretty good win for him, making him 3-8 in the conference. And his team had the lead most of the way and kept it there. And that's the final score, 50-46. Lake Orion Dragons over the Kimball Knights by 4. And that's the margin of victory in the last game, too. So we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Oakland Press Perspective with Neil Monroe is an informative talk show that discusses issues often overlooked by broadcast stations. Neil Monroe, the editor of the Oakland Press newspaper, will keep you abreast on hot topics, events, and issues taking place in Oakland County. So for news you can use, join Neil Monroe every week on the Oakland Press Perspective, Friday night at 8:30 on TCI 63. If you wish a video cassette of TCI Sports, the cost is $25. Send a check payable to TCI, along with your name, address, and the names of the teams that played in the game, to TCI Sports Videotapes, 4500 Delamere Boulevard, Royal Oak, Michigan, 48073. Remember to tell us which game you wish to receive. And thank you for watching TCI Sports.
The final score here on the TCI Game of the Week and our wrap-up of our 1997-98 season. The Dragons of Lake Orion 50 and the Kimball Knights 46. Jack, Dragons had a comfortable lead throughout the game, and then the Kimball Knights picked it up. About
at the 4-minute mark in the third quarter, they started playing together as a team, and everybody started getting involved, and you see the field goal percentage picked way up to 40%. They shot
one shot off.
20% in the first half.
Free throws very close also.
And, you know, if they could have hit a couple more free throws, I think they might have been able to take the lead at some point in the game. They never officially really took the lead, and that hurt them.
And you see turnovers just one off, and then rebounds very close too, 30-27. It really was a very well-balanced game.
When they evened up the rebounding, the score got even.
And before we do the scoring leaders, Lake Orion was 5 of 15 from three-pointers. Kimball 2 of 10.
That was the difference.
Big difference there, and it was Eldridge who led the way with 18 points, 4 of 7 three-point attempts. Smith had 7 points. Tucson had 7, respectively. And then on the other side for Kimball, Malley came up with 11, leading the way for them.
Yeah, the
and
guards.
very balanced scoring for them. Phillips with 10 and Weeks with 9.
Malley, Phillips, Eldridge shot the lights out. It was all Lake Orion right off the bat in the first quarter.
That's what, if you look at everything else, it pretty much shows you that Kimball, that slow start in the first quarter, killed him. 14-5, and then after that it was pretty balanced. Lake Orion had a slow third quarter, but then after that in the fourth quarter they played him shot for shot.
Kimball had a great third quarter to come back, and I thought that Coach Galbensky and assistant coach Dan Nemechek did a fine job in the third quarter to turn the tide of the game and make it an even contest.
Yep, and on the other side, Dave Collins did a good job in keeping those guys cool and their huddle as well.
Especially late in the game.
Yep. Don't forget, in April on TCI Sports, Oakland County slam dunk and three-point shootout coming up next month. And that is a feature that has become a tradition here on TCI Sports. And again, some of the greatest names in Oakland County basketball that usually go on to big-time college sports, if not pro sports, too.
It's the high school highlight film that day.
That is, exactly, a high school highlight film. Once again, for Jack Roberts, I'm Dave Zorin. Andy Glansman, our statistician for most of the season. Thanks a lot, Andy. And our director-producer, Pat Collar, who came up with all these great games for us. The final score here as we wrap up the 1997-98 season. The Lake Orion Dragons 50 and the Kimball Knights 46. Good night, everyone.